Hello.
Well,
Hello.
Hi. How you doing?
I'm doing good. And you?
Good. How old are you, ma'am?
I am 40.
Okay. Where you from?
Cayman Islands.
Cayman Islands. Okay. What would you like to address, ma'am? What would you like to address Rebel on?
Well, I was in the box where earlier, but I didn't get in. But it was the lady who said that she gets a ring every 2 years.
Yeah, yeah, yeah,
Okay, she made a statement saying that get married first
yeah.
before you have kids.
Mm-hmm.
My advice to that is once you get married, it does not mean have kids or to jump in and have kids. You still have to learn that person because see me and come live with me is two different things. Meaning that you've got females who have kids and then they just don't have any bond, they don't want to be there, it changes them. And the same thing with man, you have some man after you have a child with them being married, it changes them, jealousy steps in, all sorts of stuff, then the marriage is south, then somebody ends up being a single parent. So I my advice is marriage, give it a year, give it 2 years before you jump into having kids. Get to know each other, living together. But dating is a whole different thing when you're living together under the same roof 24/7.
So, what if you and I were dating? Like you and I were dating, and let's say we had been dating for 6 years, and let's say like we was living separately for the first 2 years, and 3 years we lived together. We didn't got married this 6th year. So we've already have 3 years of experience living with each other. But we didn't get married until the 6th year. So we was dating. It took us 6 years to get married. So being that it took us 6 years to get married and we've had 3 years of experience living together. I mean, we just went to the courthouse and we got married or we had a wedding or whatever. Do you still think like in a situation like that they should wait 1 or 2 years? Like, what do you think that them just being married now changes the dynamic of the relationship that significantly?
It does, because once you step into that husband role and you step into that wife role, the requirement that a lot of more, what is it? I'm trying the word I'm looking for. You're looking for something different. You're looking for that husband. You know what I'm saying? And you're looking for that wife. And you have all, some of us have all these expectation once you become the wife. And females do. We have that expectation when you become the husband. You get what I'm saying? And I
Mm-hmm.
don't believe in shacking up, so that's not going to happen. So, but still at the same time, once you get married and it changes the relationship in so many different ways. Some you have some men that come in and they go, well, my mama done stirred the rice with a spoon, she used a fork. You got some woman come in she goes, well, my daddy fixed his shirt this way. You know what I'm saying? A lot of things changes when you say I do. Marriage doesn't make something better, and it doesn't give you the okay to say, it just gives you the okay to say, yeah, I don't have a child out of wedlock. You know what I'm saying? But it doesn't give you that significant that to go light and say, okay, I'm gonna just have 3 kids back to back. You know what I'm saying? Or I'm just gonna go ahead and have kids. No, you still have to get to know each other, living with each other. The way you pay bills, you because for the first 3 years you could be trying to impress me, and I'm trying to impress you. And then once we get married, all gloves are off. And then some people think like this, men and women will think, oh, I got them now. The ring is on, so I can, you know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
I don't have to impress her.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? Then you go have a kid in the midst of that, and that just a whole bunch of trouble right there. So that's
What?
why my advice from experience, wait, get to know them, get to know each other. Because like she said earlier, Dee said, she the chewing get on her nerves. She used that as an example, right? I don't know what you might do to cause me to just be like, I'm just annoyed with him. You know what I'm saying? And marriage changes the dynamic of a relationship, believe it or not. It does. Because like I said earlier, a lot of people believe, oh, the ring is on, I don't have to impress you no more. But marriage is work. It's work. It's constant work. It's like having another job. Only thing is, it's not part-time. Especially if you want to keep that marriage. It's not part-time job. It's a full-time job. And a lot of people, I think these days that are young, are thinking that marriage is the key. Marriage is the answer. It's not. And I don't believe in having children out of wedlock. I don't believe in shacking up. But I'm saying, if you do take that step to get married, please give it 3 years for you guys to be married, enjoy each other. You know what I'm saying? Because after a year, you might think, and I might think, hey, I don't want kids. We grow and we evolve and we change daily. So not because I say today I want kids, mean that next couple of months I might still think that way. We're doing a lot of things in these time and day as microwave. We're wanting things just like this. We get married, let's do it. Tomorrow we having a kid. Let's get it done. And then we all end up in divorce court. A judge making decision for us and for our kids. That stuff isn't cool. It don't feel good when you're going through that process. Marriage is a beautiful thing. It is when it's done right. But you can't half step in a marriage. You just can't, especially if you really want that to work and your mindset is this is a lifetime. This is no backing out. This is what I want. This is, you know what I'm saying? I'm going to fight for this. Marriage is not a bed of roses every day. But sorry, go ahead.
No, no, go ahead, go ahead, go ahead, finish, go ahead.
But at the end of the day, every day you get up, you have, it's just like how you show up to that job where you know you don't want to get fired, so you're going to put your best foot on. Same thing with marriage. If that's what you want and that you want to make him happy, you want to make her happy, when you get up every day, you got to get up with that mentality. But you can't get up. My grandmother used to say, don't get comfortable. So that means I can't get up, talk to you in a kind of way because I'm in a bad mood. You shouldn't get up and talk to me in a kind of way because you're in a bad mood. You wake up on the wrong side of the bed. You can't. Marriage is work. It is work. I tell my daughter this every day. Let me tell you something. Don't jump into nothing, because if you're not ready for a full-time job with your real full-time job that pays you, then don't jump too quick. Take your time.
So what do you have to say pertaining to the comments Rebel made about single mothers being for recreational use only?
Um, I'm going to tell you from my experience. I made some bad decisions. I
Thank
saw
thank you for starting off by saying that.
I saw stop signs. I saw the red light. I also saw the red flag. But I kept going. You know what I'm saying? Because you got your mindset on this. I was young, so I had my mind set on, oh, I'm ready. I want to be married. I want to have kids. I want to start my family. I want to da 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 da. You know what I'm saying? The key to this, people, is the older ones need to stop trying to play that like they're young and start telling our young people, listen, this is what I learned. And put our young people on the right road, right track. Open up their eyes to reality. But you got the older ones trying to be young and compete with the young one. So we're not even telling them, these young women, these young men, hey, look, when you see the red flag, stop, pump your brakes. So I made bad decisions just as he did. We both did. I was 23 when I had my first son. But the grace of God, the man that I had him by, I never had to take this man to court. ever. And we live in two separate countries after I moved and he moved. And money was at Western Union every month. No court. And I'm not talking $100. I'm not talking $50. So at the end of the day, you have to be aware of your decision. And us as women, I can speak from my point of view. I'm a female, been a female all my entire life. Us as women, we crave this attention. We want this overnight love, and we make dumb decisions. And then we turn around and we go, "Oh, he played my mind." No, you played yourself also as a female. I played myself. There were stop signs. There were red flags, and we go full force in it. And then when we get caught up and you get in your situation and the dad isn't there and all of this bitter bad stuff going on between you and him, then we blame him. You get what I'm saying? At first I did, but then I took a step back and I realized, hey, my mother looked at me and go, "What was your part?" And that is reality. Pointing the finger never get us anywhere.
So do you think like do you think he was wrong in his statements about, his statement about saying, like, what are your specific uh thoughts pertaining to what he said about single mothers being for recreational use though?
I don't agree with that. One thing I will say to single mothers is, don't put yourself out there like that. Don't put yourself out there as being desperate because you have kids and you feel like your life is over and no man is going to want you and all this and the other. Focus on you. Focus on your healing. Focus on raising your kids right with respect and manners. There are men out here who cannot have kids but will accept yours as theirs. There are men out here who see that and admire that and want to to know more about you. But if you are so hasty and just want to jump back in the game, it's not going to work. Then you are Could you say that word for me again?
Recreational use.
You then that's what you are. But if you take your time, focus on you. And what I mean, focus on you, I'm not talking about going to get your body done and, snapping and all that. I'm talking about focus on that heart where you were hurt, accept it, realize it, acknowledge the part you play so you don't go play that same part again and become a repeat. That's what you don't want. So it's not about, of course, eat healthy, of course, do that. But it's not about that at the end of the day. It's about healing. It's not about jumping back into the game again, because at the end of the day, you end up being hurt.
What do you think? I mean, what are your thoughts on? So you do believe that, like, you're not of the you don't think women should be having children out of wedlock?
I don't believe in it, but it happens.
Yeah.
And
So,
after, sorry, go ahead.
yeah. What are your thoughts on women that it happens to, multiple times?
I believe you're making a hobby out of it.
So, but I mean,
Because,
are you basically based off of what you just said? You were like repeating.
okay,
Are those women making themselves recreational use, or what? How do you honestly
yes,
like? Okay.
yes. I'm going to tell you something. My mom have 6 children and 5 different baby fathers. Okay?
Don't do that.
Sorry.
No, it's facts. It is facts.
God
Okay? And
damn.
out, just
Don't
wait. So listen. Okay.
don't do that, Rebel. She's being honest. She's being honest and vulnerable right now. Don't do that, Rebel.
I'm not ashamed of it. It happens.
Yeah,
And
yeah,
somebody else need to hear this.
exactly. Yeah,
Is
exactly.
Rebel done?
Rebel, are you done? Yeah, he's done. He's done. Go ahead.
Okay. So my mom has 6 kids, 5 different baby fathers. Okay. My mom was having kids with these men thinking that could keep them. Somewhere down the line, my mother felt like that would keep a man. And let's be honest, Back in the 70s, the 60s, women thought that. That was the mind frame then. A lot of them thought that way. We're living in a different time and season. You get what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Yes, my mom became a man's project. And then she became the construction worker, the foundation, who's trying to build a man up because after she done had that many baby fathers, that many kids, and then some of these men would accept her but not accept her kids. That's reality. That took place. Okay? She had to work extra hard when she got a man with no kids to please him. We saw it growing up. Okay? My mom did all of that and wore herself down mentally and physically doing this mess. Because a lot it's facts. What you guys are saying is facts, is reality. When it comes to men who don't have kids, everybody has their preferences, but at the end of the day, it's reality and it's facts. She had 6. Her last husband was ashamed for her to tell that she had 6. So she would only say she had 1.
Wow.
Okay? So,
That's really that's what was really going on.
yes.
Wow.
Yes.
Damn.
Yes. Okay? He would feed the one that he liked and the rest didn't get food. This is facts, people.
So you saw that video recently. Like I don't know, maybe it was like 3-4 weeks ago. Of some woman, she had like 4 kids, but the guy only brought McDonald's for like his own child. Like, did you see that video?
Mm-hmm. Yes.
So basically, you saying that's like what was going on.
Yes.
Like he was rocking with his kid, but he wasn't
Yes.
trying to take care of other
Mm-hmm.
kids.
Yes.
Got you.
But then when my dad would send me my lunch money for the whole week, I would take that money and buy food for all of my siblings. And then when he would buy his one daughter food, she would take that one bag of chip, hand to God, and try to split it with the rest of us. Long story short, my mom has 6. We all saw what she went on, what happened to her. Only 2 of my mom kids ended up with kids and my brother stopped at 2. I stopped at 3. I was not going to repeat the cycle.
Right.
So I'm telling you, it's facts what these men are saying. When you out here, some of these men believe that you are a project when you have kids. They believe that because we have kids, we're going to put up with this, we're going to do this, we're going to work harder to please them, we're going to just be their doormat. And then you have that other percentage who don't look at it that way. When you are doing and paying attention and you're doing your healing and you're taking care of your kids, it's a different ball game then when you heal. The lady that was in here to get a ring every year, you heard what she said. After she healed, she started attracting different type of man. You know
Yeah.
what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So we have to heal. But if you keep just having kids after kids by man after man, you're not healing. You're putting a Band-Aid over that mess. You're setting bad example for your kids. And you become a doormat.
Rebel. Do you have any? Is there anything that she said that you want to touch on, Rebel?
No, not too much, not really.
All right. Thank you, West Bay. I appreciate
Thank
you.
you for your story.
Yeah.
No
Thank you for
problem.
your story. You have a good day.
Can I say this, Rebel? You got to stop laughing at people. Hello?
You heard her,
I gotta
Rebel?
stop laughing at people.
Yeah, because you will make somebody shut down.
That came out. Listen.
Yeah, you
To be
got
fair,
to.
that came out of left field. When you said, "Come on," that came out of left field. You gotta warn a brother before you say something like that.
No, but listen, guys, that right there is proof. Okay, wait a minute, guys.
You
That right
gotta
there
warn
proves.
somebody.
Okay, listen though, right? Listen. That proves the point where you guys are making, that women do the same thing.
I know they do the same.
Okay? It's not just men out here having kids after kids after kids with this woman and that woman. There's women out here doing it thinking that it'll hold a man.
Man,
So,
if women are doing that in 2022, if they haven't been able to see, if they haven't been able to see, like having a child with the man is not going to like keep him in your life, or but man, like a lot of these women is having children with men that they're not even in relationships with though.
yeah,
That's the crazier thing. Like, yeah, a lot of them, they don't even be in relationships with them. But
it's
crazy.
true. Well, it was nice meeting you guys. Thanks for the opportunity.
Yeah, thank you. You have a good
Mhm.
you have a good day.
You too.
All right.